Good morning. Yeah, I always forget. Let me turn this up so you guys can hear this. Morning, morning, good morning. What are we doing on such a fine Sunday, you may ask, right? Backtesting, baby. Let me see if I can pop this chat out. Yo, Wink saying good morning, good evening. I don't know if it's evening or morning for you. Is it possible? Is it possible? It's not, but that's fine. Okay, let's start off by asking you guys. Did you guys do any backtesting of your own? I am on your timeline. Yo. Did you guys do any backtesting? Hell yeah, let's go, baby. I did. I've been awake. I've been awake since 6 a.m. You gotta up those numbers. Went through 20 days of data. Let's go, baby. Wins. Happy Sunday. Yeah, happy Sunday, everyone. God bless. Damn, you sleep, Morgan. Yeah, I am. What you gonna do about it? But yeah, I'll just wait a couple of more minutes for people to join. Let me just add everyone and let them know. 6 a.m. on a Sunday, you must be a monster. Nah. You know the stores are closed. I can't even get it if I wanted to, right? Let me. Where can I get a link to this live stream? I need to add everyone so to let them know that we started this stream, right? Did you guys watch the prop firm video? I think there was some insight. But yeah, it was mostly meant for like beginners because they're asking me about props, like how do you go about props, right? Yeah, that's exactly how I go about props. But yeah, I went to the gym at 6 a.m. I'm getting into that pattern, right? When I go to sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at 6, and then I just went to the gym, do leg day. It was exhausting, but so without further ado, why don't we start this backtesting session? What do you guys say? I think it's a good time to start, right? So where we left off in the backtesting session was this MM, and we got that sweep, and the sweep delivered that move, right? Well, I gotta get into the rhythm. Okay, so let's go over it. Well, we have this high. We took out this high, closed up above it. We had this SNDR, tapped into this SNDR, went higher. This was our high, and we put it in the low. Then we took out that high, marking this a protected low, but then we took out that high as well, and that low. So this is our range. This is our second swing now. So we have 1 and 2 swings. What can we expect here? What can we expect? Okay, so what we can expect, right? We still have this MM down below. I still have a tap, but on the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, I think we're bearish. Yeah, so we closed down below that low, and we are tapping into that imbalance. Let me just delete all of this. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, on the 4-hour, we closed down below, marking this the previous swing. Right, this is the previous swing. Now this is the 4-hour imbalance that we are tapping into. I would go as far as saying that this is a daily. Yeah, it's also daily imbalance, right? So we have that 4-hour imbalance that we're tapping into. Let's go back to time frames. Okay, so we have that first swing and that second swing. Now, tapping that imbalance, yeah, we can create another swing to go higher and then drop lower, but we can just drop straight down and disrespect the swing count, right? We will continue to observe that on the 1 minute. Okay, So on the 1 minute, now that we know on the higher time frame that it's bearish, on the 1 minute we are bullish. And let me see if this zone here, oh yeah, let me just drop the date in the chat, right? So a lot of you guys are going to be asking to back this with me, and the date of the current of the current chart is, you would never guess, it's 1st of April. I think it's 2025. It's 2025. So this is the backtesting date. All right. If you want to back this with me, you can open up the charts. You can open up the charts as well, and we can do this together. Right. So obviously, this zone at the top of the range is our SNDR. Let me see if we ended up tapping it. Okay, this is moving too fast. Like, why is it moving this fast? Ah, okay, now it's better. Wait, is it? Yeah, this is much better. And I'll drop this to the 15 seconds so we have clearer delivery. And this is a zone we would look for a potential trade out of. Now, yeah, this would be a zone that we could be looking for a potential trade out of. I don't see a reason other than that flip, but I do see this as a counter trend. Okay, this just went straight through. Oh yeah, okay. I want you guys, when you're back testing, right? You see 2 p.m. 2 p.m. rolls around. I never trade around 2 p.m. Like, I get off at 12, at 1. I'm not at charts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. Like, I'm never trading that late. You will never see me. Now, why that is, right? We have New York Open, and I trade for 2 or 3 hours, and then I get my entry. And if I get my entry, I just don't trade anymore, right? But we can still backtest this though. Now, this did go and trade directly through. You're gonna see entries like this with SNDRs. You're gonna go in an entry, you're gonna get zero upside, and it's just gonna go straight through. Yeah, there are gonna be entries like this. And there is just, you know, we just have to take this at face value, right? It is what it is. You see, even a wait, no fractal on the 5 minute. I thought it was a fractal, my bad. But yeah, straight through, right? You're gonna see entries like this. But if we just play price further, I'm gonna play until 15 o'clock. 1500, sorry. Okay, so this is going lower. Now we have that origin of the move. Yeah, and unfortunately, we're gonna get that 15 o'clock, right? But yeah, this is the previous swing that we are trading out of. And we have that first swing, that second swing, and now this is gonna be the third in this leg, right? Yeah, that 15 o'clock came around. I'm just gonna go to the next New York session. Yeah, so what we ended up doing, right? Exactly what we said. So tap into that previous swing, that 50%, right? This is the second swing. Create that third, and now we already have 3 swings in this higher time frame move. Now in this higher time frame move, when we have 3 swings already, the fourth one can what? Go down and break out the low, right? That's what we talked about. Yo, Julie, welcome. Godlike JD, welcome to the stream. Welcome, guys. So what we talk about is the run of that low, right? When the swing count. I also see that when price trades straight through the SNDR, it's a lot of times sweeps it and then trades back through. Yeah, what you see with, if it trades directly through, it means, yeah, that low was the target. And that your SNDR maybe wasn't the best entry. Yeah. Yo, hello, Benny. Welcome. Welcome. So on the higher time frame, right, this is now going deeper into that higher time frame imbalance. Now we broke out that low. Now we are bearish. Let me see just on the higher time frame if we close down below. And we did well. In fact, we are trading higher, and I'm not part of this price action. Okay, so we did not close down below, but on the 15 minute we did, right? So we can expect a rejection off of this zone. This zone I would expect a rejection off of. but the momentum that's coming into here, I would never take this zone, because you see this one candle just trading up into your zone, right? This is one candle, one singular candle. You never want to see one singular candle just bam attack your zone like this. Yeah, 2 5-minute candles, and what is it? Yeah, look at this. I need you I need you guys to remember this, because I need you to not trade this, because look what happened to this zone. Like, I'm not even kidding, right? It edged you and then tapped into that imbalance below, boom, straight through, right? It ripped through the zone. I need you to never ever trade against a move like this, okay? Especially on market open. If market open opens and there's bullish candles going into your zone, even if there's a reaction, I need you to not trade that zone, okay? That's just a friendly reminder per se, okay? That's a friendly reminder. But we do have this immaculate MM that's forming. Yeah, this immaculate MM that's forming. Rather strange one. But before I could say it, yo, top of the morning, welcome. So before I could say it, right, with MMs, with MM trade, what you see is that tap of the 50 and then the trade lower. Now that MM had 1 tap, 2 taps, 3 taps, and then it did the 4th tap. On the 4th tap, it tapped, it didn't deliver a 1-to-1, then tapped the 50% and then traded lower, right? With that MM sweep, what we want to see is a trade going to the other direction, right? We see that sweep, and then we want to see price head into golden hands. Oh wait, isn't diamond hands? Whatever it is. It's backtesting, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we want to see a trade going to the other direction, right? Let me just mark out the low. So this wouldn't be with trades like this, right? The aggressive entry that I talked about earlier is the highest closing bullish candle, and in this case it would be this highest closing bullish candle. You did almost get stopped. Wait, never mind, you didn't. Like, it went to halfway and then just bam, just straight up. But this is the aggressive entry. This is the aggressive entry that you could take, but again, it's what you prefer, right? If you prefer waiting for like a setup to form, yeah, that's cool. But if you just want that volume, that's the aggressive entry is there, and you can take it. Like, it's high probability. Just know that with the aggressive entry, what you're gonna see more times than not is price coming up, and then it's gonna be a bullish candle, and it's gonna tap that your sell stop, right? If you had your sell stop, it's gonna tap your sell stop, go higher, and then go lower. Okay, that's just what you want to pay attention to. Well, that's gonna happen realistically, because it happened to me. I was trading MMs like that. But yeah, realistically with MMs, it's really hard to fuck up. Okay, now why? Because when MMs are nested like this, here's that from my entry for Twitter screenshots. Yeah, I actually posted something on Twitter. Like, it was my Tradify dashboard. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna post this because I'm really proud of it, right? 80% win rate, like, really good month, really good month of June. I posted it, boom, 107 likes. I mean, that's crazy. Like, I never had a post blow up by myself and not reposted by Dave, so it's kind of an achievement. So yeah, with MMs it's really hard. As I was saying, with MMs it's really hard to fuck up. Now why? Because you have so many zones here. You see, you have so many zones, and you see price take out the highest high. And if you were taking the highest high, if you were taking a zone here, whichever one you chose, you would have profited on it, because the entry is still the same. And that's also what I noticed in backtesting. So it's not something that Dave necessarily said. Dave said something else about nested MMs, right? You can take multiple entries with nested MMs. What kind do you prefer in this case? I prefer the aggressive one. And it's just because of the type of person I am, right? It's not because of necessarily an advantage in terms of like statistics or anything. It's just the type of person I am. I like to take aggressive entries. As you can see, I take entries with literally no confirmation other than my discretion, and I am confident in that discretion. Yeah, Rust. Aggressive as in a sell stop. So what we see here is that failure, right? Let me see if this is gonna get up above. So we got that trade higher. That's a second sweep. Now we can't see a sweep of that sweep, but with second sweeps, what I like to see is a trade higher and then go lower, not just a wick. But yeah, again, we'll see. Okay, so this is just going higher. We do notice this forming over here. Now with nested MMs, you're gonna see, look, so you have these two MMs, for example. Let me do the bottom one. You have these two, and you're gonna see that's exactly what they was talking about. You're gonna see this level being hit, but what you're also maybe gonna see is the top of the MM being hit. Like that's the confluence. That's the whole thing behind nested MMs. And sometimes they can give you, I'm talking about this because we have an MM and then an MM below it. Oh, we tapped the 50 and then ran. So I don't think I mentioned it on stream. I know I mentioned it on the stream. When there's an MM and there's an MM up above, right? And there's that sweep. Usually, and most of the times, you're gonna see tap that 50, go higher, sweep that MM, tap the 50 of the top of the MM, and then deliver. And I know I mentioned this on live price action because it is a pattern that occurs a lot. So now it's just the waiting game, right? It's just if by some miracle this is gonna come down. We have 1, 2. Now 3 swings. We can see a trade into this. This is the previous swing. Oh my god, there's so many zones. Let me make this clear. So we have this as the MM high and this is as the MM low. So what I do see is a tap of this swing and then go higher, right? That's the third swing. No entry setup here, which is really unfortunate. And now we're just sitting on our hands with price action moving like this from market open, all the way from market open to now 1 p.m. All you had was green candles, nothing but green candles. You see this? And you want to short this. You wanted to short here. Okay, you got cooked. You wanted to short up here. Okay, you got cooked. Right? You wanna you wanna exclude those possibilities, like the probability of you getting cooked. Now the previous swing high and low, the protected ones at least, is this. This is just based on my discretion. But if I go on the 5 minute, the image is much clearer, right? These swings up here are just small swings that aren't a part of the current trend, right? The current trend is all the way down here. Now with that, we have this as the protected low. Now, if we have this as the protected low, what we could essentially do, if we were trading structure, would you say limit order 50%? Would you say limit order 50% of the higher time frame SNDR? Now, where is that higher time frame SNDR? If we're playing an SNDR, right? Where is that? Here. I can give you guys the chart. I'm not even thinking. Wait. I'm gonna give you guys the 15-minute chart, and you can mark it up. Copy image. You guys have it in the backtesting if you want. There's but yeah, we have this swing high and this swing low. Now the SNDR would be this. Listen, look at here, look at this. This is what we hate. This is what we absolutely hate. When price comes down and mitigates 49.999%. Yeah, unfortunately this. Now, the aggressive side of me would say, yeah, go take it. But the conservative side of me would say, yo, rather wait for a cleaner entry. Now let's see. Let's play price forward. We could, however, see a tap of this SNDR over here, right? This is a perfectly valid still SNDR that you could trade from. This is just based off of structure, and you would essentially risk 1% on it, right? And you would look, okay, price is making small swings into my direction. Now the swings are about the size of my entry, right? And okay, you see, obviously here this delivered perfectly, but you see the swings are the size of my entry, right? If the swings are the size of your entry, you can go and take that entry. It gives you more of confidence, per se, more confidence. And this is still previous structure. We're not going against counter trend. This is still in the current trend. This is still bullish, and maybe the trend is a bit heavy on the bearish side, but this is still bullish, right? And there is no, well, on the higher time frame, yeah, obviously it looks like V-shaped recovery, yeah. Well, not even that. Wait, hold on. It's not really that bad. If on the higher time frame, it's just part of structure. That's why I would say, yeah, this entry is perfectly fine. But if you see like red, yeah, then skip out, right? Yeah, sauce. Why can't I close this? FX replay, come on now, stop playing. Sometimes it does that, and I have to reset the whole sim. I don't know. Just give me, guys, a second, so it comes back to life. Okay, so we saw that reject perfectly, right? Perfectly. Tap that 50 as it always does. It's SNDRs at the end of the day. Let me just see if the ZIL on the inner would have worked out. Oh yeah, look at this. On the BE line, you would enter here, almost to the BE line, goes back to your entry, goes to the BE line, you could have take profited at the BE line, boom, and goes lower, right? And these levels with the impulse are levels that you can expect rejections from. Just to be clear, okay? And on the 5-minute that I was talking about, the green candle theory, right? You see this green candle, like this last up move. Yeah, boom, there's your impulse. You just put an impulse measure, whatever, ZIL thingy on it, and boom, you have your. Let me see how many R you would have caught. So of course, with the ZIL being larger, well, the 0.2 level being larger than the zone, we just put it behind the zone to stop. And the TP on the 0.3, and you have 2R. So essentially what you made, an entry which only gives you 1R, now gives you 2, with the exact same win rate, maybe 5% less. And you just double the money that you can make. I don't know, it seems like a good sell to me. Oh, water. Okay. with that, we do have a lower time frame. Okay. The aggressive side of me said go and take this. Now, why did the aggressive side of me? Because I took this. Usually the setups like this didn't happen a lot, but back in 24 I remember vividly. Now they don't happen at all, but back in 24 I remember vividly trading this. There would be setups where the SNDR was mitigated almost to the tick. Like there would be 2 ticks left to the 50 and I would still take the entry. That's why I said the aggressive side of me would have taken the entry, right? That's why I said the aggressive side said, yo bro, just take that entry. But it delivered. Still is an SNDR not mitigated. This is where you see the mitigated concept, mitigation concept really good. Like the mitigation concept, like if it's not tapping the 50, it's not mitigated. If it's tapping the 50, it is mitigated, right? With supply and demand zones, that concept is crazy and crazy accurate too. And that's why I traded. That's why I traded 50%. So accurate. So with that trade down below, no closure obviously. And we are nearing 15 o'clock. And this is now creating that first tap, double bottom, whatever. Oh, worst thing about FX replay is the seconds freeze. Yeah, I don't trade seconds on FX replay, so I wouldn't know. I do play the time frame on the seconds. We are gonna go to next day, baby. Okay, so let's go to the next New York session. Okay, so immediately what am I looking at? Okay, so there was maybe some FOMC. What if the origin is a flip and mitigated? Would you save for later? If it's unmitigated, I would save it for later. Okay, the origin is the flip, right? Let's just make that clear. The origin is the flip. Always is, always was. Now, if it's mitigated, hell not, we skip mitigated zones. But if it's unmitigated, then I would look to have a peak. Wait, did this actually deliver? Wait, no shot, this last down move delivered. I would be amazed. Okay, so if it's unmitigated, right, you can still see a tap and that trade up. But look at this, an explosive move of 600 points, which in 25 was irregular, like 600 points. Wait, that's what's happening. Is there a war or something? And it's in April, so yeah, maybe that's what the war was. But yeah, you see, an origin stopped it. A simple zone. I always look for reactions if order flow has changed or SNDRs. You always look for reactions in terms of order flow changing. So if we break structure to the downside, that's the change in order flow that you want. Or what do you mean? Like, are we talking about ranges here? Like, are we talking about if we're in a ranging environment, or are we talking about bullish and how come you marking it on the 1 minute only? I mean, I can go mark it on the 5 minute if you want. But I trade the 1 minute. That's what we're RC. We're trading the 1 minute. And I am mostly, well, literally 99% of the time you would see me trading the 1 minute. And that's me. Yeah. It's practically I scalp. Like, I love these fast moves. So let's see this price action over here. So we open up on market open, we had that double bottom. Okay, that's cool. We did have that drop. Now on the 1 hour, we had that trade lower and that close lower. Now again, me too, but I have issues with the 1 minute SNDR, learning and listening. Okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, ask away, RC. That's why I'm here for. Ask away, no worries. So we did trade down below that zone. We are still bearish. Now the double bottom here would suggest that we want higher prices. Now that's true, but we do have this imbalance. We can still reject from and go lower. So I will be reserving some shorts here. We have that first swing, the second swing, that we broke structure to the downside. And we do still have this zone we can reject from, but it's market open. But yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, with double bottom, essentially what you're doing, you don't have a confirmation other than a flip, right? On this leg, you don't have other confirmation than the flip. Maybe a buy stop on a higher time frame, maybe a closure, but I have not yet found a confirmation to say, yeah, this double bottom is gonna take that high. Yeah, it's probabilities. I'm just looking for narrative, right? Yeah, so as stated, we have still yet to go up above and close that high, right? Well, take that high. We are dropping lower. So with us dropping lower, I would look for a 1 hour closure down below. No, sorry, 15. Is that 15? Yeah. Yeah, 15-minute closure down below. Since this is a 15-minute validated swing, I would look for a 15-minute closure to then trade out of the SNDR. If we go ahead, yeah, if we zoom out, you see it's apparent. It's apparent to what the SNDR actually is. Like, it is not this tiny zone. While you can still profit off of that tiny zone, it is not that tiny zone. I'm just gonna wait for a 15-minute closure down below. So we got that 15-minute closure. Now what I do is I go into the lower time frame. I see, ooh, there is a sweep. So we got that sweep too, which is awesome. Doubles the chances. It's like a power up, right? When you in Mario Kart, the mushroom. Yeah, it's exactly like that. If you guys understand the reference. So what you do is just place the limit on the 50%. Like, it's that simple. You just gotta find the right zone. You just gotta find the right zone and just let it play. Like, okay, I am confident in this delivery because I did enough reps with it that I know what I'm doing practically. Now, when I said you might profit off of this, I meant it. You could have profited. Go for a 1 to 2. I will skip that. Unless you're insider trading. But yeah, okay. So what we see here is a tap and a rejection. Now I'm gonna give you guys some sauce in terms of maybe if you're not comfortable with taking that 50%. I agree. Okay, some people may not have the risk tolerance to just put a limit order somewhere in price and just hope that it delivers. Now, for all of you guys that struggle with that, I present you the sell stop. The sell stop is a mechanic that you can use, a confirmation entry, okay, that works the same way, right? You can take 1 hour, you can take the whole zone, right? It's gonna give you more R, but the downside is sometimes it's not gonna be, you know, sometimes it's gonna be maybe like a candle which is half the size of the S&P, but it's a good thing. You're trading from a structural area, right? You're trading from a structural area. Now, what is this structural area providing? A structural move. Now, a structural move, I hope you don't get lost, is a higher time frame move. Now, if this swing, this whole swing, if we're looking, this is higher time frame structure. If we're taking a structural area that broke that is responsible for a break of a higher time frame structure. That's where you know you can get that larger move, right? Going lower. Now Wingsane. No, Wingsane, Rust. Sorry, Wingsane. You were talking about the 1 to 2. Yeah, that's why I thought I might go for 1 to 2R. Yeah, I mean, of course, but there are a lot of ways you can for example the just using the ZIL, it's pro trend. Exactly, it's pro trend, and that's where you're gonna have more R. If you were entered based on the ZIL, you would have profited, what is this, 1.5 R just on a zone that otherwise would have given you 1. Now that's going into specifics. Now that's going refining the current entry that we have. I haven't even marked out the MMs, but there is an MM high over here. And this is the first, the second, now the third swing that's forming. Okay, I would like to say rounding. Yeah, and there is an MM appearing. Let me just, yeah. So we have this zone. Now this zone. MMs. Now please guys, know where your MMs are at. If your MM is at a bottom of the range, yeah, that's cool. But if that's a bullish MM, but if that's a bearish MM, if you're taking a bearish MM and you're at the bottom of the range and you're expecting price to go lower, now, yeah, if there's higher time frame confluence, if you're actually tapping into an important area that might give you that reaction, yeah. But if you're just blindly going off of that MM at the bottom of the range, you know, go lower. Dumb idea. Yeah, if you're tapping a POI, of course, but if you're not tapping a POI, I would suggest you don't take it. So again, the MM gives us that famous 1-to-1, right? I keep getting these, like, I don't know why, but I just keep spotting them. Like the 50 taps, like it's engraved in my head. Like so you're gonna see a sweep here, right? And there is that sweep. What's the time? Okay, it's 14 o'clock. Now with MMs, to be clear, it's not 100% win rate. Sometimes you're gonna get, yeah, moves like this, like small moves like this, and no actual trade back into the range. Now, I wish I could give you guys an entry, like an example of when it doesn't work. Good thing we don't trade at 2 p.m. And good thing that I can get an example of when it doesn't work, when I obviously want it to not work. But yeah, essentially we are in that range, right? With that aggressive entry, you would have entered here on the low, on the MM, on this MM low. When this swept, what you would have done is place that buy stop and look for a 1-to-1. That's what I did. And okay, so I guess every entry that I'm gonna show is just gonna deliver, so might as well just take everything. But yeah, this is the aggressive. This is the I mean, I guess, bro. Okay, whatever though. Yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. Welcome to the backtesting session. Here we're backtesting everything that works, I guess. But yeah, moving on to the next session. Okay, enough of 3rd April. We're moving on to Friday's price action now. Oh, okay. I don't like this. Should we rate stream? You know how many clicks this would get if I just labeled it? But nah, look. So we got this didn't sweep it. I thought we swept it, but never mind. We have market open right now, so what you can see, there is 2 MMs clashing right now. So you got one here and one here. You got 2 MMs clashing. I'm just gonna wait and see because of market open. I don't like to predict price with market opens, but yeah, as said, this so the origin was valid after the sweep. You mean this sweep? You would have taken the flip, Anonymous, or up here, that origin. Now that origin, just because we are in a downtrend still, if you zoom out a little bit, it is against the trend, right? It is against the trend, but you can still utilize these entries. You have 1, 2 swings to the downside. We swept the low. Now a higher time frame sweep of a low usually results in a change of order flow. Now this isn't such a higher time frame low, but look at this now. We made that origin, and yeah, that's exactly what I said. Look for a POI after your sweep, and look how this delivered beautifully. This origin is still a POI. It's not a zone that I would trade off of, but it's a POI. Now I want you to differentiate the difference between a POI and a zone I would trade from. Now a POI, it can be a zone I can trade from, like the 50%, right? But I'm not gonna trade always from a POI. A POI is just, I think, something like a target of price, something that price can react off of. Now a zone I trade from is the zone that I know I've backtested the 50% and it works, right? But a POI can also be a high, okay? A POI can also be a hidden S&D, okay? So or a flat candle top, right? Some target. That's how I interpret POIs and zones I trade from. Like, zones I trade from are SNDRs, their origins, MMs. Those are the zones that I trade, and second swings. I can't forget about second swings, my beloveds. Right? These are the zones that I trade from. But yeah, that was a perfectly valid MM sweep. Yeah, you could have taken that buy stop or the 50% of that origin. Yeah, of course. Now with this MM sweep. Now finally we get an example of that aggressive buy not buying, right? You would go into this aggressive buy, you know, maybe targeting 1.5. What happens is it tags you, stops you, and then goes higher. Like, this is the exact thing that I was talking about. It tags you, goes lower, takes your stop out, and then goes into your direction. That's the exact thing that I was talking about. What strategy am I backtesting? I'm backtesting DTFX. Legend. DTFX. The concepts. And I'm backtesting specifically MMs, SNDRs, and origins. I love using second swings as confirmations as well. Yeah, it's crazy. Yo, Russ with the plug. Yeah, second swings, I used to love trading them, but then I narrowed it down. 70 minutes. Once SNDR gets liquidated, I wait for number 2 swing and we have a change of order flow. Boom. Once an SNDR, so here would be SNDR. Okay, yeah, perfect. If it works for you, that's great. I love it. I love it. You know, you get to the concepts that you personally build around price, right? You see, SNDR was something that I personally went and saw working, right? Like, I personally saw it work. Something that you personally see work is the best concept that you can trade. And that goes without saying. Oh, okay. I couldn't even finish my words there. Let me see if there was a 15-minute. So, no 15-minute closure, but there was a 5-minute closure. Now, you guys can decide. Would you guys still trade this? Would you guys be keen on selling this SNDR? Let me see if you let me see. So, no 15-minute closure. We got 5-minute closure. It is a validated swing, and it is swing number 1, 2, 3. Swing number 3 on the higher time frame. Are you guys selling this? Probably. Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Okay, looks fine. Okay. Looks fine. Come on. 24 people watching right now? Only 2 people answering? Let's go. Come on, guys. Spice it up in the chat a little. Come on. Would you guys sell this? Just based on the facts. So, break of that low, SNDR. Okay, now since two people are only answering in the chat, I will go ahead and play the PA. So we tapped the zone. You guys are so lucky. No, only origin and second. So yeah, okay, that's fine. Respect your trading plan. Easy. Let me see the OHLC. So we have the high of 71.50 and we have the high of 71.75. So you guys are safe. Heart attack. Yeah, watching 2 green candles come up all the way to your stop loss, then moving into TP. That's gotta be one of the worst and the best feelings ever. Oh, lovely, lovely. So you guys obviously won on that one. Okay. Origin up here is obviously mitigated, so we are not using it as part of a trade. But I just want to show you guys what I use in regards to origins. This is the third swing, and if this origin was left unmitigated and with a partial mitigation, I would have used it for 50% entry. Now that's all the way to the third swing. Yeah, maybe I would use the fourth swing, but I'm using the first, second, and the third. That's the ones that I like the most. And that's just something that I found work the best. Now you might find where something else worked better, you know? Now I'm not saying you have to use what I use, but it's just something that I found worked best in my backtesting. And you see, obviously here, right? And yeah, this this almost went to 50% win rate for this sheet. Yeah, now trading lower. Let's see the time, 12:30. Yeah, so cool. You guys, a friendly reminder, click that like button. Now I know sometimes you may forget, sometimes you don't even want to, but I would really appreciate it if you did, because it helps the stream out, you know, reach more eyeballs. Now just trading down below, I would like to see a higher time frame closure. Now with this just wicking down below, I did not see this as a higher time frame closure. Now yeah, no way, no higher time frame closure. And what pains me the most with SNDRs is when this happens. So it comes down to the low, it breaks the low, it wicks the low on a higher time frame, and I obviously want the closure. It comes to the SNDR and mitigates it to the 50%, delivers to the tick, right? And that's That's so painful, like in price when you gotta watch this. Like, nah. And just like a gem, something you guys might find valuable. When I was first starting out with DTFX, right, and you know, trading the fundeds, like started trading on the fundeds, right, with DTFX, what I did use, if there was an SNDR that was mitigated, right, I know I got the question about this, but if there is an SNDR mitigated, like this, right, and there is no closure, this did not facilitate the closure, but then you got a closure below that low, I would have taken an SNDR, well, a zone up above that SNDR as the SNDR. Now that's so what I wanted to say. Yeah, if this wick down below mitigated that SNDR and then came lower and put in a closure to facilitate that high, I would have taken a zone up above it. You know, something to check, just something to note in backtesting. I'm giving you guys so many things. Like, are you guys writing this down or what are you doing? this is like a gem mine. I'm just giving you guys. Yeah, always. I always look out for it. Yeah. So this ended up, you know, mitigating everything. That's why I'm saying it. Right? We have this zone up above. That's why it came to mind. Yeah, the next one in line. Yeah, Wingsane. Exactly. The next one in line. So looking at chat. So what I'm going to do here is nothing. We obviously see. Okay, I'm not even gonna say what do we see here. I want to test you guys. For a second. What do we see here? I want to see if you guys see the same things that I do, because I know some of you do. I know some of you trade the same way that I do. Like, you guys see the same things that I do, and I just want to test this real quick. Yo, we got that sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Exactly, Anonymous, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now you guys may have seen what I hinted at, but yeah, it's exactly that. It's rounding. Boom. Shrink. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. So we got those swings shrinking, and we see rounding. Now you can take counter trends, but yeah. Also, we gotta move to next day. So kind of unfortunate, but let's move to the next day. Because I would really love to see what price did here. Oh, you know what it did? After market closed, you're not gonna believe. you see why I don't trade after 14? Because yeah, after 15. Sorry, after 15. So after 15, it's the volatility is lower. Like, if you see the candles here, and if you see the candles here move significantly slower and with less volatility. Yeah, it's still doing the same thing, but I like to be in that entry, in and out, right? I don't want to be in an entry and then, oh, maybe, you know, and then delivers. I don't really like that. Oh, I accidentally pressed play. Double bottom. Takes out that high. Now it's statistics, right? It's not something that you can validate. I said, yeah, you can validate it based off of that flip. Yeah, of course. but it's not always gonna happen. So just keep it in mind that not all double bottoms and double tops take out the highs. It is a game of probability. And what I was gonna note is this zone, but then I saw it get mitigated. And that sucks. That sucks. And directly on market open. Yeah, trades on market open do work. Oh, and that's Monday. That's Monday, 7th of April 2025. If you guys are interested in this. So, in trading with me. We got that last down move still unmitigated, and we are tapping into that double bottom. Yeah, that double bottom. Probably gonna... I mean, I guess. Yeah, okay, so we are delivering that double top. Well, double bottom. And the double bottom, an interesting thing, it's not the high and the low that you're marking, but it's the lowest low and the middle high, you know, the middle of the double bottom. It's like really weird. It's something that I picked up off of the original masterclass, and that's, I think it's video 7 of the original masterclass, if I'm not mistaken. He talks about double tops and double bottoms, how you can use it for a... I'm gonna release my notes at 1,000 subscribers, and to be honest, we are at 890 at the moment, and looks like we're gonna get there really soon. I'm gonna have to release my notes. But yeah, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm releasing all of my notes that are a part of DTFX. And a frustrating thing with moves like this, obviously no SNDR is being created in the process, we can't really trade them. We can still observe price, like this is not lost yet. We still have this second swing that we can tap, and nothing up above that is worth mentioning. Like, we can still use this zone. I'll see how price goes up and how it behaves. But other than that, we have that high. I can, as a matter of fact, just put a horizontal ray here. Yeah, I'll just put a horizontal ray. Okay, so what are you guys seeing here? Like, I'm interested in, maybe you see something that I don't. Like, this is the 5 minute, obviously no closure up above yet. Let me just, yeah, okay, no closure up above. No, well, you have those fractals here, you have the Cibit, right? You guys see here, like, anything at all? Ooh, Winks and beautiful chart markings. Beautiful chart marking. Now that there's a problem. I only have a problem with that. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Never mind. I don't have a problem with anything. That's cool. So this going higher. Okay. Where do you guys see price going? Do you guys see price going higher? Or do you guys see price going lower? No, I'm sorry. Everything on your chart is perfect. You are too perfect. Okay, so you guys see price going down. Okay, so we have that opening gap, obviously. We might fill this. Like, I'm not trading opening gaps, obviously not, but we might fill this opening gap. Okay, down. That's a good narrative. So Russ, I think it's because of the energy drink. I think it's because of the energy drink. You're the only one, and Winks. Okay, so yeah, don't be afraid. Yo, but I think, I mean, yeah, don't be afraid to be wrong. Okay, we are here to be wrong. Like, no confirmation, of course, yeah. Meanwhile, it's going 700 points to the upside. So as I said, I would monitor this, and immediately I am on T-water. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Immediately what I see is our level, right? Now with I don't know if you guys ever saw Dave's levels on Twitter hitting and him bragging about how all of his levels hit, but essentially this is it, right? This is exactly it. It was MMs and, you know, other zones, but it was always DTFX. It was always DTFX. It was just MMs, you know. You saw, oh, I got wrong by, oh, that's 80 points. Never mind. But yeah, you saw these levels react like this, and you were like, how is he doing this? It was MMs. It was always MMs, like the sweep of MMs. You see how powerful these moves are? Look at this. Yeah, and I think I know what this. I traded this. Wait, no, I remember trading this in 25. Yeah, that was when tariffs rolled around. I was like, wait, is my chart broken? Like we were zoomed in like this, right? Because we saw a price, and then you just saw a huge green candle go up, and I was like, I was refreshing my chart. I was refreshing like the data feed because I thought my chart was broken. And then it went up, and I saw no news. There was no news, right? And it just kept going up, and I was like, wait, what is happening? And yeah, I think yeah, I was surprised how this didn't come to a halt. But it was crazy. I remember trading this. So obviously I'm gonna just go to the next day. What do you mean did? Circuit break happened on indices? Oh really? Yeah, I don't remember though, but I remember this. I remember this move exactly. Yeah, the halt, yeah. I remember this move exactly because I was like texting Marshall, yo, what is happening with market right now? But yeah, obviously the MM level tapped and delivered. I remember it being paused for a brief period during tariffs. I mean, it was a really volatile environment. Like, why would somebody be trading that, you know? Yeah, halted. Yeah, it's the same thing, yeah. You see, and then the volume during the next New York session was like really, you see, this was the normal volume, the normal, quote unquote normal. 200 points going up, but it was nothing compared to this. This was like the moves that you see now. I was honestly really shocked by this, but yeah, I'm not gonna trade anything because I putting everything on it. Yeah, trading was the same. If you're trading during the indices, that's exactly what you did. I'm just gonna go forward a few days. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, and that was when they were reversed, and then they were unreversed, and then they were we're going through tariff hell on my chart. Come on now. And then China struck back, and then it all went to shit again. Okay, never mind that. Let's move to trading. We have one swing. Yeah, one swing to the downside, so we only have that breakup structure. Now with that one breakup structure and the way that price is forming currently, I will go to the higher time frame to observe further. Now, as you can see, we are trading to that previous structure. This is our previous structure. I would consider this our previous structure, and we are trading into it. I would like to see a deeper mitigation and then go lower, but that's just something that I would like personally. We do have an MM here. Yeah, look, this zone up above. And a possible bullish one as well, and a possible bullish one. So we got to, like, the market is essentially mm to mm. The market is moving from one mm to the other, and that's exactly like what it's doing. And again, the 50% does not miss. Like the 50% is on Wing saying, what's the percentage of it hitting and delivering? Like it's, I think it's still 100 with the MMs that I marked. It's gotta be 100% because, like, damn, the sheer accuracy of this thing. But yeah, what you would be playing here is close to 100. Yeah, it's crazy. Still a range, right? That's what I would be playing if we were trading 101%. So you have this bottom and this top, right? That's what I would consider top and bottom of the range here. Now obviously just waiting, right? No SNDRs that I would really consider taking. Yeah, you could be taking every single SNDR. You could be taking every single one. But I'm not gonna do that. Like, I wanna teach you guys to be disciplined, right? Like, I'm not trying to teach you to take every single one. Yeah, all of these delivered. All of these deliver. You can take them. It's just create a rule set that you're gonna follow. Something that is repeatable. Something that if you gave to me, I would take the same entry as you. Okay? And I'm talking about I'm not talking about the zone. Like, we know it's an SNDR. I'm talking about which. Not every SNDR is gonna be an SNDR that you're gonna take. Make sure to create a plan so solid that if I were to read it, right? If I were to read it, I would be taking the same entries as you. Oh yeah, did you guys see? I posted, like, in my Discord. I posted my trading plan in the learning hub. Yeah, that was nice. Like, it took 1 hour to write all that, like, write it all down. But hey, we made it happen. I mean, half an hour was just researching the platform. It's Myro. Now I know it's Myro. So we are tapping that MM. That tap on the top, deliver that 1-to-1. We can see a tap from the 50, right? Deliver us. Is that gonna be the first failure? Come on, let's see it. It's gonna be so funny if. Come on now. No failure. Write that down as 102%. Let's go up above. Yeah, everything here is mitigated. Like, there is no entry. Yeah, everything here is mitigated. Like, I don't see anything worth taking. Like, especially in an environment like this. In an environment like this, I would not take anything here. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of entries inside that you could have been taken, but yeah, that's just what it is. 100% win rate on the MMs. No, the thumbnail's already made. The thumbnail's already made. Let's see. We could see a sweep, right? A sweep of that MM, and then go lower. But I do still see us going higher. Okay, so it's 15 o'clock. I'm gonna go to the next New York session. So you see how price just starts to range, doing absolutely nothing useful. We did tap something. Now, what did we tap is the question. There is a zone here. And what is this line? I wish I knew. Oh, there's just a line here. Oh, it's the bigger, higher time frame zone. Okay, never mind. So we have a zone, we have an MM here. Let me go to the higher time frame. Let me delete this. We have a higher time frame zone here that I was looking for a trade into the 50%, and I still am. And let's see how this narrative is gonna turn out. So wicking that high, wicking that previous high, marks that, yeah, okay, the invisible low, the low, a weak low, right? We can see a sweep of that weak low. You guys might see me and ask yourselves, why is he so zoomed out? Well, to answer that question, you kind of need to be. You kind of need to see price from a higher time frame objective, like standpoint. You don't want to be zoomed in like ever. It's being zoomed in is a recipe for disaster. So try not to be as zoomed in. Like try to have a bit of leeway. You know, see price. Okay, yeah, okay, it's doing this. But realistically, I want to be looking at it like this. So we have that double top, right? We have the chance to run the low. Honestly, would be really nice because then we could mark this as a higher time frame swing, right? And if it goes higher, we get that SNDR that we can trade from. Now, if we were to mark up everything, yeah, I don't think that's the objective here. The objective here is to run our model, right? And our model is the SNDR wick. So we traded down below and we traded down below. We have this two swings. And we did take out that previous low. On that zone, why not mark the origin? Now, which zone? Now you gotta be a little bit specific. You mean here? Or you mean here? Where is that higher time frame zone? Oh, you mean the hourly? The short one? Here? Just tell me, is it bullish or is it bearish? Because if we're talking about the origin here, frankly, nothing's here. Oh yeah, the hourly, yeah, you could. I will mark it out, no worries. Let's mark out the. But you're gonna see with moves like this, what happens is price comes up and just goes higher, because what says to me here is there was not enough volume here. Price just came, swept directly down. That's what this instigates, right? But we'll see, we'll keep it marked. That's what backtesting's here. Well, that's why we're here. But obviously we got that sweep of the high. Now this isn't really part of structure. I'm just gonna for test purposes, right? That's what I'm doing for testing purposes. Not really part of my plan, but if you were, you could also mark out this zone. So now going lower, still no high given, we have that double top, and we are reacting from that we're just dropping lower. I mean, even in backtesting, you gotta be patient, right? You'll be tested like in all areas, and the bearish SNDRs that I was talking about, that what the bearish SNDRs, sorry, the bearish MMs that I was talking about was this, right? When you're going down and you want price to go lower, when essentially there is no POI up above. Yeah, okay, 103% too, but I wanted to get another point across, and yeah, 50% delivered too. Yeah, by sheer coincidence, But yeah, look, perfect, right? You want for a sweep to go lower, you want a POI up above. There is no POI. The only POI is that SNDR up above, but we did not tap that yet, and we did not sweep the SNDR yet. So maybe by some luck we're gonna get there. As I said, we do not want to be shorting the sweep, right? The aggressive entry when there is no POI. So I got a little distracted. I'm sorry, guys, but sweeping that, no entry was presented, then an entry was presented, and you got stopped out, right? Why? No POI. No PI to the left, right? And so with these entries, you just, if there's no POI realistically that is gonna tap into, you can just discard them and move on to the next one, because there's always gonna be a next one. And Hail Mary of SNDRs. if you waited for that for that confirmation, you would have obviously profited. And 2R, yeah, your type of SNDR, my type of SNDR, probably Rust's type of SNDR too. We all love SNDRs like this, especially like with it being in such clear structure like this, and it being a nice SNDR. Like, this is, yeah, the precision is insane. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rust, is it not? Is it not? You're trying to deny? Yeah, perfect, right? It's perfect. Let me see this origin. So you could be taking this as well as an entry, right? As an entry to go lower. So we broke that SNDR. What that essentially means, either we are rejecting from the 50% of the higher time frame swing. Happy tears. Either, as I said, we are rejecting from the 50% of the swing because it's that second swing, or we're gonna go to the top of the range where the origin sits. Now, not all of the times is the closure above an SNDR gonna bring you all the way to the origin. It might just be tapping the 50%. Now, with the 50% of the second swing, we know it's a highly probable zone of delivering a 1-to-1 and trading away. So you might want to have that in mind. You might want to have that in mind. Just trading lower. Now, if this does trade lower and puts in a low, I do see this trading less than the hour, but it's 1650, which is almost market close. Well, as a matter of fact, it is market close. So what we are gonna do is go to the next New York session. Let's go. Okay, next New York session rolls around. No new low yet. Now with that no new low, we could see that origin now being tapped. Yeah, I do see this origin being tapped. I'm just gonna be observing price. So we have this first swing, the second swing, possibly the third. Now, almost tapped and delivered from the 50%. Now it didn't really tap the 50, but yeah, tapped and traded all the way down. Now where did it trade to? Trade to this swing, but this swing really isn't part of structure and really isn't something that I would consider at all. Yeah, essentially what you see here is just a big range, right? So we're shorting at the top and longing at the bottom. So shorting at the top and longing at the bottom, right? And with ranges, right, like just don't look at the extremes, the extreme of extremes, just the extremities, right? It's a zone. It's not a line, right? It's a zone. Just to clear that out. Well, interesting to see that the market opened up, traded higher, traded lower, tapped, yeah, well, the 50% of whatever this is. Now is doing nothing. Now, if we were to just mark out everything, we have that flip, we have that second swing, tapped into that second swing, now traded higher, put in a closure. Now we have this swing, this is the previous swing, tap that swing, traded higher. And we also have this MM. But I don't wanna, that zone was on the MotoGP. I just laughing out at this zone at the time. Yo, I saw there was a MotoGP race. I was watching the Spa 24-hour. But yeah, this, also known as the what box? The idiot box, right? Just put a box around. We do not want to be caught trading this. Goes without say, you can. Like, DTFX literally teaches you how to trade this. But I'm not gonna involve myself. Waste of energy, I would say. Waste of energy. Because you're really trying here. All up in here. Trying to read every single candle, what it's doing. Spa doesn't broadcast here? No, it was on YouTube. It was on YouTube. Ah, you lost on some good racing. Yeah, the idiot box. We don't want to be in that idiot box. We do not want to be the idiots in that box. We want to be out of that box. So yeah, just let price. If you have having trouble reading price, just wait for structure to form. Like it's that easy. If you have trouble reading all of this, just wait for structure to form. And then obviously we have this protected high over here. wicked up above that protected high. We are the idiots out of the box, not in the box. Nah, we're idiots from factory. That's our base setting. So we got a closure up above. Now with the way this has been trading here, look at this, right? Look at this. I wouldn't really go opposed to this. Now if I play the market, as you guys might have seen, you guys would have marked this zone as the SNDR, right? It was also the MM. It was also the MM. But me personally, I would not have gone against like this candlestick pattern. I greatly dislike, because I know that with this candlestick pattern, what happened is, well, in my own trading, in my own backtesting is, so this pattern appeared and it just took me out. I sort of have PTSD. You see like this slow range that happens. But yeah, you have that MM, right? And again, as we said, the MMs, they really do like to deliver that sweep. And that sweep, ask and it shall be delivered. And it did deliver, right? It did deliver perfectly. Yeah, look at this. It's just testing everything. You see, but I backtested more of MMs, that's why it's like, and the last thing that I really thoroughly backtest was MMs, that's why it's really thoroughly etched into my brain. And it goes without saying, like, that's exactly what you want. You want something to be etched into your brain. You want to see it everywhere. Like especially with your concept, like your trading plan, you want to see it everywhere. When you walk into this store, when you see like a pattern, oh, that's my setup, you know? You want to see it everywhere. But yeah, obviously you guys would have probably taken this. Now it was trading out of our previous flip, the 50% was trading out and it created another flip. That's why I said this protected high over here. Yeah, playing the range, right? We're playing the range. So buy at the bottom and short at the top. That's exactly what we're doing. So yeah, hello there, Candle. Let me go to the next session to clear this. Okay, so we got this double bottom over here. Took out the first high. Now we have this gap. Now what was this gap? This was at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in the morning. That was in London. Tapping into that previous opening gap, and now it's trading lower. Okay. We expect, like, this has been, wait, is this tapping into something on the left? So this is in fact still in that range, like this tariff range, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. And we still do have that. I'll just have it marked. I'll see if this gives anything of value. Yeah, for everyone that was trading in April of 2025, I'm really sorry. Burned into your subconscious. Everyone looking out the skyline, seeing the mountain ranges and Benchina Sea, That hill right there, that's an MM. The next mountain will be higher. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I want you guys to do as well. Like, I want you guys to see. Because then, the only thing that you have to worry about is you executing, like, accordingly. If you see it, all you have to do is execute. And that's it. Boom, you won. You won. Congratulations, you are consistently profitable. Let's do a second swing over here. So this went higher. Still in that double bottom, right? With that double bottom, as you saw, you can put a box around and wait for a 50% rejection. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm having trouble concentrating, and I don't know why. Like I'm trying my best. Let's see this part over here. Yeah, this here. Now obviously don't count this. And incredible, that is just so easy yet so complex at the same time. Just repetition and refining. Yeah, I am really tired, Rust. Like, it's been a long day, and especially me waking up at 6 AM impacted that. And I didn't have an energy drink before it, so. And I am really sorry about that. Like, I can't really come in every day being 100%. Like, I do try though. I do try. There is an MM here, but the repetition is what's gonna make you profitable. Even with your job, like, what do? You get a task, you learn it through repetition. You learn, right? You learn how to do it through repetition. Now, me being so hazy at the moment, I didn't even realize the second swing delivered here. I mark it out and I just don't realize it. Yo guys, I'm gonna turn this live stream into a quick Q&A, and then I'm gonna end it. The live stream, I mean, not me. Just a quick Q&A, and then we'll end. Like, if you guys have any questions, like, I didn't even realize it was delivering. Like, there is no point in me continuing. But yeah, it was a really good session. Like, I think I gave you guys a lot of gems in terms of pure trading. I tried. I tried to, like, get as many points across as possible, and I think I achieved that goal. With SNDRs, with Zill, like, there's, like, I can give you guys something to backtest on your own. And yeah, that's cool. Okay, so, of course, man. So I'm trying to think now. I will take a break. Probably go to sleep, honestly, soon. But yeah, if you guys have any questions regarding anything, ask away, because in a couple of hours I'll be asleep. Yeah, but thank you guys. But I tried. But not every day is a day where you can give 100%, right? I gave 100% in terms of 9:15 tomorrow, exactly. 9:15 tomorrow, like always. And I can't wait. Like, the weekend is when people enjoy, right? But for me, I want to trade. I have that burning desire to trade. Like, I can't wait until Monday. When Friday goes and closes, well, that's fine. We ended the week, but then Saturday rolls around, and I keep checking the charts, nothing's moving, right? Like, fuck, we're in the weekend again, right? And then Sunday, we got nothing. Like, oh, well, open the market. I want to make money, you know? And yeah, it's just that constant loop. Yeah. There is gonna be a stream at 9:15 tomorrow, 9:15 Eastern. Make sure you guys set an alert. A lot of talk going around of a massive market opening imbalance due to fundamentals. So excited to see. Are we talking about a bullish market opening imbalance, or are we talking about a bearish market open imbalance? Because a bearish, I would really love to see. A bullish, not so much. A bullish one is it something on the Forex Factory that we can check? I have Forex Factory right here. Is there any news going around? Okay, so I ran. Ah. Yeah, okay, have fun, Brust. Have fun. Bye bye. Take care. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. It's Iran. 18 hours ago. Struck Iranian missile drone in storage locations. Cool. Ah, yeah, okay. That's fun. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow, right, on market open. But yeah, until then, at 9:15, guys, I'll see you guys, okay? Take care, and I hope you guys got some value out of this. If not, there maybe not that much, but hey, I try. Yeah, take care, guys. Have a fun one. Have a good rest of the day. Go spend time with your families. God bless. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.